Shay family, it's your guy, man, Armand Rose. Let's dive right into this. Um, I guess, nights like this when I can't sleep and shit, I, do my research and scroll through YouTube and Facebook and stuff like that. And saw a lot of videos about reparations, how people are dogging reparations. Um, y'all know I have a very disdain place for Vlad. And the last video that I saw, Vlad was like, um, I would love to see all black people get $1 million and 100 acres of land. He said, but that would bankrupt the country. Now, I did a video a few years back saying that, and I'm team 55 million, right? I don't believe that $1 million is enough. This is fishing. 55 million for every descendant of an American family. Or, I don't like saying slave, but, from that. Um, 55 million per descendant. That means my mama would get 55 million. That means I would get 55 million. That means every black person would get $55 million. I even did the math. It was cheaper. It would have been cheaper to give each person $55 million versus what Obama did for the bailout. And what did that do for the economy? Nothing. It kept us in servitude. It kept us in a situation where, motherfuckers got to get up and go to work. So let me shed a little light back on this. And I'm going to use my idea of $55 million. He said that $1 million and 100 acres of land would bankrupt the country. I really don't like when people use their own narrative, because let's look at the facts. The facts are we have the worst spending habits out of all people on the planet. We are 99.9% consumers. We don't own shit. We don't run shit. There's a few people that own something. There's a few people that run some shit. But overall, we are consumers. So if you were to give, and my video that I did a while back, I said, I said the smart ones, you pay off your student loans, you pay off your car notes, you pay off your home mortgage, you would do, some smart shit. But for the majority of our people, every jeweler in the country could retire. Every car lot. Can you imagine everybody with $55 million? I'm talking about the poor spending habits that we have. Tire shops would be, if you don't get your car and your tires and your system put in the first week, you're gonna probably have to probably wait 2 to 3 years, because we going to go get that car. We're going to go put a system in it. We're going to go put the nicest rims that you can find on that car. Now, that's the car situation. You got the jewelry situation. Me personally, I want land, and I don't need a big house. I need a house with maybe two or three bedrooms, and just openness, cabin style, up on the hill with with a bunker, barndominium style crib. I'm cool. I probably wouldn't even spend $5 million. There's some dream cars that I would want. And now you're talking about, everybody got this. Now you're talking about jewelry. Oh shit, we ain't gonna talk about clothes. Are you gonna go get a regular suit off the shelf, or are you gonna go get some designer shit? Y'all know I love cowboy boots. $55 million, I can buy a couple of $1,000 cowboy boots that I said I would never buy, because I just don't feel like paying over $600 for some boots. But I got 55 million. Why not treat myself? Hey, I'm a big RV guy. I don't need 14 different cars. And there's going to be a lot of people that buy 20 cars. I can sit here and say I'll probably have 3 to 4 cars in my RV. Some toys. I mean, we are going to spend that money. I mean, at my age, am I going to spend it all? No. $1 million ain't shit. $1 million would not get me to move out of my spot to do anything else. Now, we're gonna use Vlad's $1 million and 100 acres. Where you gonna put 100 acres at that got running water, that you don't have to see? People don't really look at what you're talking about. 100 acres. That's your whole community. That's probably bigger than your whole community. That's probably bigger, because I think a block is 40 acres. So now you're talking about a 2-block space, and where are you going to get that space at? So it's going to have to be way out somewhere. So do y'all know when you get a house like that and you have to run electricity to it, or you have to run water to it, you have to pay for that shit? We haven't even built the house yet. You got some free land, now you got to run power and water to it. You're broke. You're broke. It doesn't make sense to do anything with that. And then $1 million, everybody. Okay, $1 million, man. I could once again pay off some bills. Maybe go get a car that I'd really like and really want. But now we're talking about $100,000 here, $100,000 there. You got $800,000 left to live for the rest of your life. That's why I tell y'all, man, it's $50 million per descendant. $50 million per descendant. And we would retire people, because for the most part, we are consumers. Nobody's going to take that money and be like, hey, Edwin, I know you've been talking about building our own towns, man. Now we got the 55 million a piece. Let's all put 3 million into it and go buy a town. And I don't want to live there, but we got something to go to if something ever happens. That would be great. But once again, we're talking about our people in the state of mind that they're in right now. $1 million, $55 million, we would spend it. We would spend it. A few of us would invest it. A few of us would take that money and invest it in something and then go from there. But family, I can honestly see nothing changing in our community but motherfuckers being right back struggling and broke. So don't listen to these people with the narrative that, oh, if they get money, it's going to tear down the economy. No, it's going to make people lazier than what they are. It's going to make people happy for a short period of time, and then after that, it's going to put us right back in the poorhouse, because we don't know how to save and invest. We are consumers. No, it's not going to crash the economy. It's going to make the economy thrive. It's literally going to make jewelers retire. Motherfuckers that own car lots are going to retire, because you know it's going to be one ignorant motherfucker say, hey man, I'm coming in tomorrow, close the shop, close the car lot, I'm buying everything. You know it's going to be a motherfucker that do that in one of these high-end stores. Hey Prada, I'm coming in tomorrow with my boys, my family, we're going to buy everything in the store. Close the store. Like I told you, that first week, $50 million a person. That first week, if you haven't purchased something, you probably gonna have to wait 2-3 years to get it, because they're gonna buy everything up. That's family. That's how the system has created and made us. And no, it's not gonna bankrupt anybody, because even at the slow pace that it would move, let's just say, all right, Edwin, you got the big money. You don't want to go live out in the woods. You don't want to go buy land. You don't want to do this. What would you do? Buy me a decent single-story home somewhere. I don't need a whole bunch of bedrooms. And remember, now my kids got money too, so I don't need all that land. I don't need all that. I don't need it. So a barndominium, I'm okay on 5 acres. I'm okay on 5 acres, a little pond, barn dominium style crib, and a nice big ass gate around my property. And me personally, it's gonna be more armory than anything else. It's gonna be, my bunker is gonna be stocked. That's what I would do. So maybe I would spend 2 million, 2 or 3 million out of the 50 million, but $1 million, $1 million, what you gonna do with $1 million, man? You go buy 2 cars. Now you looking at that money like shit. You go buy a house. It's average house out here now, 300,000. So you can spend 500,000, and once again, this is gonna be the first week. If it's a family of 4, mom and daddy, 2 kids. Mom's want her a new car, pops want him a new car. Every truck, every pickup truck is about $100,000 anyway. A nice one. The new Dodge is, man, it's what, 96,000 coming off without even you picking anything. What mom's gonna want? Mom's gonna probably want a Mercedes, or she gonna want a G-Wagon. She gonna want a 6-figure car. You go buy you a nice, and this is lowballing it, man. $350,000 house. So you're at $550,000 right now. So you got $450,000 left, and it gotta last you for the rest of your life. $1 million ain't shit, family. $1 million ain't shit. And like I said, $50 million, because I'm team for reparations. I'm team hashtag $50 million, because of all the shit that they stole from us, all the shit that they lied to us about, all the shit that they done to our ancestors. It's $50 million, man. And like I said, with that, we ain't gonna do nothing but make the establishment richer. We're not gonna crash the economy. You're gonna make the economy richer. You're gonna make it so that these motherfuckers is gonna be able to retire in the first 2 weeks. So stop listening to people talk about reparations would kill the economy and all this other stuff. No, it might wake up a couple of people. It might make people say, you know what, man, hopefully it'll make a family or a group of friends be like, hey man, let's put our money together, let's go open up XYZ, let's go do XYZ. I mean, I hope it does that, but I don't think they'll ever pay us. I don't think they'll ever give it to us, but they'll never give it to us with the narrative that they're saying that it will crash the economy. Pay attention to what was said. The information that is out there right now is that it would crash the economy. When they gave slave masters reparations for losing slaves, it crashed the economy. When they gave reparations to Japan, did it crash the economy? When they gave, ain't got nothing to do with us, but when it gave the Jews reparations, did it crash the economy? No. But some people came out good, some people came out bad, some people came out whatever. That's just gonna be human nature. That's gonna be, like I said, everybody is not going to do the same thing with that money. But I guarantee you, majority of the people are gonna try to pay off their debt. They got money. And my thing was, try it. Give 100,000 black people $50 million, because money is irrelevant right now. You're talking about my bank statement, and all you got to do is type in numbers and it'll appear. It didn't cost nobody nothing. Money is irrelevant. Money is a state of mind. Once you guys realize that, you'll understand that this is a slave system, that this is a slave economy. I know I'm getting off track, but listen, once you understand money ain't shit, well, a motherfucker can go type on a computer, type 50,000, comma 000, and that shit is in your account, and you can do what you want with it. There's no such thing as money. There should be no such thing as debt. Motherfuckers shouldn't be living and struggling the way they are right now. That's just me. And it's not gonna crash the economy that you gave us that money, because it's not coming from anywhere. It's not a physical thing that they have to say, hey man, we gotta print up all this money to give to these Negroes. No, all they gotta do is this. Click, 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 boing. And it's in your account. But once again, man, that's just me. Don't listen to these dumbasses, man. Don't listen to these fools talk about it's gonna crash the economy. Either way it goes, it wouldn't crash the economy. It wouldn't crash the economy to pay. I had the math out when I did the other video. I think it was $400 trillion or some shit like that. But it wouldn't crash the economy. Hell, they gave the Obama gave these people way more money than that. Obama gave these people way more money than that. But anyway, man, I know I'm rambling. It just bothers me when people try to promote a certain narrative, man. And first thing first, even he said, yeah, they're owed $1 million, maybe even more than that. We're owed a lot more than that. We're owed a lot more than that, but don't get it twisted. My people aren't in a good situation. My people aren't in a good position, because if you gave every black person $50 million, they're going to spend that money. That's just given. I'm not saying it's a bad or a good thing. I'm saying that we have been conditioned to be consumers. We are consumers. We don't own shit. It is what it is. The truth may hurt, but the truth will set you free. Open your mind, pay attention. Don't let these fools, goat you into promoting that black people shouldn't get reparations because it would kill the economy, or the economy will hurt because black people get money. Don't fall for that bullshit. All right? Hotel.